In the summer of 2017, a group of 5 friends traveled to Blackwater Lake, a quiet, remote camping area in northern Minnesota known for its mirror-flat water and almost unnatural silence. They planned a simple weekend, fishing, hiking, and disconnecting from the noise of city life. But locals rarely camped there anymore. They spoke quietly about the lake and how it remembers. On the first night, everything felt off. The air was colder near the shoreline, as if the lake was breathing. At around 22 a.m., one camper, Daniel, reported hearing soft splashes in the water, despite the lake being perfectly still. He swore he saw a hand rise briefly from the surface, pale and motionless, before slipping beneath without a ripple. The group brushed it off as exhaustion. But the next morning, strange footprints were found near their tents. They weren't animal prints. They were bare human footprints, deeply sunken into the wet soil, toes pointing toward the forest. But there was only one set, and no footprints returning. By evening, their radios stopped working. Static filled the air, punctuated by faint voices whispering their names, each name spoken slowly as if repeated by someone mimicking human speech. They tried to record the sound on their phones, but every time they played it back, the audio was warped, like something breathing underwater. At midnight, one camper, Leanne, screamed. The others ran to her tent and found her standing outside, pointing at the lake. Across the water near the opposite bank were silhouettes, dozens of them, standing perfectly still at the edge. No lanterns, no flashlights, just human-shaped figures watching them. And none of them moved. The group packed immediately, intending to hike back to the trailhead before sunrise. But as they followed the path out, the forest grew unnaturally quiet. Even their footsteps sounded muffled. Then they noticed something terrifying. The same set of footprints from earlier were now appearing ahead of them on the trail, one by one, as if someone invisible was walking in front of them. Hours later, rescue teams found their campsite abandoned, gear still zipped, food untouched, tents intact. No sign of a struggle. But just beyond the tree line where the forest meets the water, they found something chilling. 5 sets of footprints leading straight into the lake, and none coming out. Divers searched for days but found nothing except an old, waterlogged pocket camera. When the images were restored, one final picture stood out. A dim shoreline, silhouettes in the fog, and a pale face rising from the black water behind the photographer. Eyes open, mouth slightly parted as if whispering. Locals claim Blackwater Lake isn't haunted. They say it's hungry. They believe the lake takes memories of those who drown and recreates them, projecting echoes of the lost to lure others close. Some campers described hearing their own voices calling for help. From underwater. To this day, Blackwater Lake remains open to the public but rarely visited. Rangers warn travelers to stay away from the shore after dark, because if the water ever calls your name, it's never calling you. It's calling your reflection.